Once you download the PlayTalk app onto your tablet, find the icon and start the app. Swipe the top of the screen down and you will see a blue ribbon on top, and that is the settings bar. When you press the 3 dots on the extreme right, you will get a few options, 4 options, that is select configuration, import configuration, delete configuration, and the library. When you press select configuration, you can select you will get a few options, whatever configurations you have made. As you can see right now, it's just one configuration that I have created just as an example. There is also an option to import configuration if you created elsewhere, and you can delete it. Now let's look at how we can go to the library, where we have already provided 2 configurations which you could use. So press the library configuration and you will get 2 samples that we have created for you. One is the story of the hungry caterpillar. The other one is the core level 1. So right now we're going to download core level 1. I'm going to press the download button, and once the download is complete, it will notify you that the download is complete, and you can go back to the main page. Now, once you go back to the main page, you can again press those 3 dots on the settings bar, and you can choose the configuration from the select configuration option. And now, as you can see, this is core level 1, which has been created for you, which has folders already, a variety of folders on different aspects. You can click those folders and go inside and see more pictures. Now let's look at how we can create a new configuration. Again, if you swipe down and go to the settings bar, you will also see, other than the 3 dots, you will also see a plus button. Now we're going to press the plus button and we're going to create a new configuration. For now, I'm just going to create a configuration called child A. Now once this configuration has been created, as you can see, there are a few options that you will see. On the right side, you can select the number of pictures to show on the screen. So right now its option is you can see 3 pictures at a time on the dynamic panel. You can also select other options depending on the level of the child, and you can change it based on the child. The other options are to show the text below the image, show quick access bar, and whether you want to enable or disable the keyboard. Now let's learn how to add pictures. So if you see in the right side of the dynamic panel, you'll see a plus sign, and as you press the plus sign, it will take you to this page which shows you different options. So right now let's look at adding a folder, and that's called a collection. So when you press that, you will be able to add a folder so that you can add more images under that folder. So you press that option, slide it to the right so that it is a folder, and you have, again, because you can see 2 options, or you can either take photos from your gallery, or you can use the stock images that we have created. So let's look at how to take photos from your gallery. Press the photo option and it will take you, it will ask you whether you want to download it from your gallery or take a picture directly from the camera, photos, etc. So here I'm going to the gallery because I've already downloaded some pictures, and I want to create a folder about colors. So what I'm going to do is choose that, and here, as you can see, I can edit the image by cropping it, adjusting it, flipping it, or turning it around depending on what the image looks like. And then we press the crop button, and here we're going to write the text colors, and we're going to save that. So now you can see the folder has come, and if you click it, you can start adding more images to it. Again, so now it's not a collection, so we will not slide the button here. Instead, we will go to the photo folder where I've already downloaded some images of colors, and we're going to go to the gallery and choose some of these pictures. So I'm going to choose a red color. As you can see, I've downloaded a few. If I want to adjust it, I can adjust it to take the whole picture or just maybe part of that picture that I've saved. Again, write the text for it as I want it to be spoken, and here it goes. Again, the same way, I can add more colors, as many pictures I want to that folder. Here I'm showing you how I'm adding another one, a yellow color. I can crop it as is and write the text and save it. Now let's look at how we can add pictures from the stock images. So again, we're going to go to this page, and we're going to slide this to the right because we're going to create a folder first, and then we're going to go to stock images. So once you press stock images, you can see there are a couple of options. You have food, you have interaction, daily use objects, activities, emotions. These are all the folders that we have created and we will continue to create. Right now there are a few of them that we have created already. So for example, if you want to create a folder on food, we're going to press that, and then we're going to find the icon to represent food. As you can see, the text automatically comes in here, and we created the folder. Click it once and then we can add more pictures. So here, since we're taking images from the stock images, there is another option we have, and that is this plus sign but with 3 lines. And what that means is you can add multiple images at the same time. So when you press that button, you can go back to us. It goes directly to the stock images, and you can choose multiple pictures like I'm doing here, and you can add them to the folder directly. Now as you can see, all the pictures that you selected have been added. The other thing that we can do is edit where the pictures are, and if you want to, for example, bring the chocolate image from the end to the beginning, you can just click on it and drag it to the spot you want. As you can see the image changing. You can also delete pictures you don't want by pressing that cross button. So now when you press, you can see that the images that you deleted have gone off, and the chocolate picture that was at the end has moved forward. Another option is to create a folder without a picture, because sometimes you might not have pictures or you don't know how to represent that folder. So let's look at how you can make a folder and just use the text to represent that folder. So here, when you press the plus button and you make it a collection, let's say I want to make a folder for academics. So I can just type that out, academics, and then I can adjust the size of the image here on the right hand side by sliding to the right to make it bigger, or to the left to make it smaller. As you can see, this font size changes accordingly. So I will adjust it the way I want it, leave it, and then just save it. Once you save, as you can see, now there's a folder on academics, and you can add as many pictures you want inside it depending on what kind of academics you are working on with the child. As you can see, all the folders have whatever you have put together can be seen now on the dynamic panel.
Yellow.
And if you press any of the pictures that you have created, you can see that it comes up on the text panel and it converts it into speech. If you want it to you want it to be heard again, you can press this button, the speak button on the right hand corner, or if you want to delete it, you can press the cross button and you can delete the image from the text panel. Now if you want to delete any of the folders, again you can just go to the settings button, the cogwheel button, you can enter and you can edit whatever you want, whether you want to edit a folder, you want to delete a folder, or edit a picture or the name of the picture, anything. You can do all that editing in the settings. Let's look at how to use the static panel. So now when you're in the settings option, there is a plus sign on the static panel, and that's what we are going to press to add some pictures to the static panel. And it will again take you to the page which has the options, and you can either press pictures, select pictures from the photo option or the stock images. Right now I'm going to show you from the stock images because there are some images there that we can use. So I press the stock images, and now it goes, I'm going to press interaction, and here we have a few images, and I want to put yes and no in the static panel. The static panel can be used for those urgent messages, and yes and no is definitely something that can be used for a variety of situations when you want an answer fast from the child, or if you know something is upsetting the child.
No. Yes.
Now the last feature we would like to show you is how to use the keyboard, and on the screen on the right hand side you can see the keyboard icon. Once you press it, the keyboard will pop up. As you can see, the keyboard has been kept very simple to avoid all distractions so that the child does not get confused and it's not visually overwhelming. I'm going to type a sentence, and you can see that the predictive text pops up the minute the letters are typed out. This helps the child or the individual figure out what he wants to say a little faster without him having to spell each letter. And as we know, predictive text is something that we all use in our phones too. This just makes the communication faster.